Welcome back again. So this is session 4 of season 3 and we are having a great job designing that CV website, and so let's continue working on that. So far we have designed the menu for this one, and as you can see, after the navbar or the menu, I can consider this as a header. So this would be the header of our website. So now that I think about it, I think it's better to remove all of these from here. See, this would be our navbar. So let's cut all of these, because now that I think about it, the header tag that we are using, it's better to be used for this person image and this Alex Johnson product designer. So I think the header is actually this is our header. This is our header, and that thing at the bottom is our footer. So I think it's better idea to have the nav tag at the top, and then the header tag, and then the main tag, and we do not have a side tag for this example here. So let's come back to this. So we have a nav, and inside this nav we have two sections here. So we need to fix our CSS codes as well, because we are changing the structure of our HTML. And since we have changed the structure of our HTML, so of course the CSS code needs to be changed as well. So before that so let's close this script check as well. So before that we had a header section. So now this header section, let's cut that. So come back here, and the header section is something that comes after our navbar. So here we will call that our navbar, or the menu of ours. So this is it. So this is our menu. So inside our menu, we have a navbar, and inside that this logo section is now inside this navbar. So we can create. Let's select this navbar. Control C on that. Hit Control V. So the logo is actually inside the navbar and logo section. So sorry. So let's copy that. This is multiple times that I'm copying the wrong thing. So this is the navbar, and inside the navbar we have a logo section, and there's the logo inside that logo section. This is one thing that we did fix. The second thing is the menu is actually okay. The menu is inside the navbar. This one is correct, and I think everything is correct now. See, everything is correct, but the header, we have applied a flex display, justify content space evenly, and padding. So this is something that we can use for our navbar here. So come back here, hit refresh. See, this display flex and justify content center things that we applied to header will no longer be applied to header, but it will be applied to our navbar. So this is the changes that we are making. So whenever you are coding, if you felt that you made a mistake, and if you felt that you can make some changes to make your code better, do that. It's okay, because if you take a look at this, we spent some time from the beginning of this session until now, and if we refresh, we have no change in the output, in the outcome, that the thing that user sees. We have no change in that, but I believe our code is now written better compared to previous session. Now we have a nav tag, and after this nav tag, and inside this nav tag there are two tags, a UL and a div, and this header and main. And now I think our code is written better compared to previous thing that we have. So let's fix that to navbar menu now. So now everything is great, and the header section. So let's come to the header section and fix that. And I believe that we need to apply more paddings to these top section that we have. So we can go inside our navbar. The padding is, let's change the padding to 40 pixels from all directions. So come back here, hit refresh. You can see that the padding is now applied is set to on 40 pixels. Let's set that on 30 from top and bottom 30, but from left and right 40. But since we have a justify content, that padding from left and right is not something that is visible to the user eye. See, we have a padding from left and right, the green area that is being represented here, and the purple area is the extra space produced from flex display. So this has a flex display, and this is occupying this this space, and this is it. So I think we are good to go for the header section here. And also, now that I think about it, I think we may want to make the logo a little bigger, right? Because see, let's where the logo was, this width and height 50 pixels. Let's set that to, for example, 75 pixel. Let's see how much 75 pixel looks. I think 75 is a lot for this one. Let's set that to 60. Come back here, hit refresh. I think it's a little better. But if you take a look at this, if you think about it, you see this is our navbar, right? And this is our navbar. When we are using a flex display, do you remember what was justify content? Yes, you remember it was for a horizontal alignment of the things. But we had another value, and that was align items, and it was for the vertical. The initial amount or the default value for align item is on scratch. It scratches everything. But we can put that on center, so you can see this is how center looks like. So I think it's a good idea to have that align item center, so that the logo and the menu will become aligned to one line, and they are in one line. They are next to each other. I think it's better. So let's go back to the here, and you can see say align items. And now we can set the align items to center. So now that we set the align items to center, this home, about, skills, they have come a little downer compared to before. So if we want to, we can come back and change the padding back to 20 pixel again, and this is how it looks like. I think it's now better. I think this is the great thing, and I think we're good to go. So this is it. It's good. So come back. Let's start fixing our header section. And so inside our header section, we let's see the thing. We have two parts. One part is the image of the person, and the other one is the text. Usually people use the word hero, H-E-R-O, for this the main text of their website. So you can see this is the header. The header is the most important part of your website, because the header is the first thing that user sees. So when user comes into the website, well, the most important thing that he sees is the header. And inside the header, the most important thing that he sees is this part, which usually some people call that hero. It's just some names. Some people know about these names, some people don't know. It's no big deal, but I'm going to use the word hero for that. So we have a div here, and I'm going to give it a class of hero. And you don't have to use the word hero, but I want to use the hero. And I want to create another div here and assign a class to this div. And this div here is for the image of the person, and I can call it main image. That was what I wanted to go with. Let's say landing img. Okay, landing img. So this is our header, and we have a hero and a landing img. So inside that we have a section called hello I am. So we can use any tag that we want for this hello I'm, but we can use p tag, anything like that. I'm going to use span tag and this span tag has some text inside that. Let's copy that, and we have a name for that. So this would be our h1. H1 is a heading and is your most important thing, and it seems that the most important thing that we have is here. And the second one, I'm going to put that inside a h2 tag, and you feel free to use h3 if you want. And also at the end of this we have 3 contact information, so we can go ahead and apply all these contact informations. Like let's copy for now the exact text like written here, and we go customize that ourselves. So let's create another p tag here. I'm going to use p tag for these things, and another p tag here, okay, for this one. But also inside all of these p tags we have an icon as well. So, and another thing here, we can create another div here and call it socials, and I give it a class of socials, and I'm going to use the icons here, this Facebook icon, Twitter icon, GitHub icon, and to be honest, I don't know what is the last one. Sorry, I'm very awful at these things, as knowing social things and different brands and different celebrities. I am very awful at those kind of stuff, so sorry if I don't know some of these. So what is this actually? I hope this wouldn't be something very famous that be bad for me. So okay, so we will put the icons later on. For now we do not have access to those icons, so let's go and use material icons that just like we had. So material icons, Google's. So I don't, why am I having so many typos? Because the mic is ahead of me and I have to reach my hand at there, and so that's why I have problem typing sometimes. I need to change my setup, think about it, do something about it. I have to. So let's come back to this one because it's bothering me sometimes. So this is material icon. So let's customize it a little before we start using it in our project. So if you remember, it had a weight. We could customize the weight. It had a grade. I like to have the grade on 200. And optical size. What is optical size? I think I need to increase the optical size. And the weight. And the weight, I'm going to go with maybe 400 is the normal one. So here, before anything else, we have some, for example, an envelope for the icon. So we can search envelope or envelope, I don't know. Let's search mail. So yeah, it's using the mail icon. So we can click on this. It says that you can use this link tag in order to use this in your project. So we can go inside our index.html, paste this link tag, okay. And also I'm going to here I am going to have some comments in my codes. So attaching material icons, so this is it. Also Control Alt U, we assigned this shortcut for transform to uppercase, and our custom styles. So this is it, and Control Alt U for this one as well, because I forget to turn on the caps lock, and after I type I realize I didn't use uppercase. So come back here. So this is it. We included the thing, and now we can copy this mail icon, and this mail icon could be placed inside. So this is before this one, so we can use, let's hit Control Z. These p tags I want to have extra space. So Control D, right, delete, enter, and left, backspace, enter. Top, and by top I mean up, sorry, enter, and hit Control V, and now you can see that the icon is pasted, but let's see why it's pasted like this. So let's copy that again. Why it's being pasted like this? I don't know. So let's type that ourselves. Span. The span tag has a class of material symbols. We apply that class later on. Class, and inside that is something called mail. So this would be our icon here. And so the class is, let's copy this one here. Let's Control N, Control V. I don't know what the problem with that was. So come back here and hit Control Left and go there, and we should be able to see an envelope or anything here, but we first need to wait that the browser downloads the material icons, and then it's able to convert actually that text to the icon that we have. So this is it. This is the left section here, and the right section we need to have an image, right? So we can go ahead and use an image there. So I'm going to find an image of myself and paste that there. And I did find an image. I can put that inside my CV folder. And now that I'm inside my CV folder, I can copy that inside that img folder, and I recommend that use an image that has no background. It's very important because when you are designing, images with no background are much better compared to images with background. It helps you to design a better thing. And if your image had background, you can just search remove background online tool. There was a website that I very liked. It was very great. It's gonna be this one. This remove.bg is a great website to remove the background of your images. So I have an image here, and inside our this would be our socials here, and inside this landing image I am going to use an img. The src of the img is, you should go inside this the me.png. And for our alt, I am going to write my own name. So the image is now attached, but of course the image will be displayed here, not next to them, because of course the display is not on Flex. So what happens is it creates this here, and the next div will go under that. So this is completely normal, but we need to use CSS in order to fix that. But let's just do something before we go on. You wanted to find let's see if these icons are inside a material icon, because material icon, I think it didn't have so many let's search Twitter, for example. Yeah, for Twitter, yeah, you see it doesn't have those icons for Twitter and things like that. So what to do? We can use another icon package, because when I hover these things, we can use images actually, but images is very hard. It's not good. We can use SVGs so that we can change them, or we can use another icon package. That icon package has so many different these social links. For example, let's search font awesome 4.7, because from version 5 to the other one, to the latest one, I think font awesome is not free in so many cases. But let's search for that. See, here we have Facebook icon. We do have Facebook icon. We do have this Twitter or GitHub. Search, see, we have all of them. Twitter icon. So in the next session we are going to use something else rather than this material icon, because this material icon does not include social links, it seems. Yeah, it does not include social links. So that's why I am going to use another icon packages in the next session. So for now, I think the only thing that I do before finishing up this session, I am going to set the header. So have in mind that we need to change our font packages, because I just realized that it's this. I wish material icon is great, but I wish it had just the social links as well, just like so many other font packages. So many other font packages, they all have a section that full of social icons. So for the header, I'm going to set the display on flex, and of course the justify content should be space. Let's see what justify content we need to use. Space evenly, or space around, or space between. Let's see, let's use this tool here, and also let's make that a little smaller so that you can see, and let's make that a little smaller. So this is our header, and we can go ahead and actually let's change the dimension here. So let's this header has a display of flex, and we can go ahead and actually set justify content, and this is what center looks like. They both go center, end, flex start, and I think space around is what we need to use. Let's put that here. The space around is what we need to use maybe. And from the align items, we will fix that from align items the vertical way. And I think space evenly or space around, I think space around is what we are going to use, space around. And the align item should be on center. So justify content, space around, and the align items is the vertical. We put that on center. So we can come back here, hit refresh, and you can see now we are getting close to the design that we need to have for this section here. So this is it. The video is getting too long. I think that's enough for this session, and I hope to see you in the next one.